guys, I have a lot of winter burn here on this holly. I also have another one down here in my front hedgerow. This one I already pruned a little bit last year, but this is just toast because of our weather this year, this winter into spring. So my whole project today is to keep one boxwood and keep the second boxwood. I'm replacing everything. Those hollies, I'm gonna give them to my mom. She can resuscitate them or whatever. Spirea, I'm gonna save, put in my backyard. Lilacs, awesome, put in the backyard. I forget the name of this thing. We'll save that, put that somewhere a little. But I love these boxwoods, they look really good. Another really nice spirea, lilac, those will all be saved. And then these things as well, I'll probably give those to my parents. But I'm just, because they actually, when they die off, they look, because they're not evergreen, they look like crap in the winter. So I want the front of my house to actually look nice and full in the winter time. Also, I'm gonna keep the spacing the same because I already have nice trenches in the mulch where each plant is. I know that's exactly where it should be. And these actually got really big really fast. These are only 2 years old from when I bought them in little tiny pots. I think a gallon pot, every one of these. Tulips just died recently. We'll be cutting those back soon when they go brown, but just wanted to show some before video. And that's kind of the before shot. Yeah, and again, I think it'll just clean up the look. I'm gonna keep the boxwood small. I don't plan to have them go into a hedge. But yeah, these are already growing into each other, the spirea into the lilac, but they're doing really well. So with that, I'll go ahead and show you the 10 boxwoods I got. All right, so here are the boxwoods. I got 10 of them. They were a little pricey, but I got the winter gen. They were $39 each, so not cheap by any means, but these are the exact same ones that I have, the ones that are already out there. So I wanted to make sure I got the same ones. These are just 2 years younger. And shouldn't be too bad. I just want to be careful of salvaging those other plants that I showed you. All right, so here's a setup. Got the wheelbarrow, got the tarp to protect the nice grass. I have no idea what to expect as far as how deep and crazy these root systems are on the holly, but we'll see. All right, it wasn't too bad. Maybe took 3, 4, 5 minutes. Just for now, I'm throwing it in a bucket. That's about how deep the root system was on this guy. So some of it can be saved, I'm sure, over time. Actually, I think there's a male and a female. They like cross-pollinate or something. But that's the tree in the bucket, the holly. All right, next up is this nice spirea. It's about 2 feet tall. It'll look nice transplanted in the backyard instead of kind of overgrown in the front yard here. All right, got the lilac out. It was way too big, probably the biggest bush I have. And I just threw some dirt on it for now and watered it a little bit. So you do have the exposed roots, which isn't terrible, but it's just gonna be temporary. And then we'll be replacing them with these nice little boxwoods. So I think that these two are gonna go somewhere nice over here. I'm gonna try to rototill that. All right, so here's all the 10 bushes that are out. I just have the 2 boxwoods left in the front. Just threw some dirt on the roots, water them a little bit. There's the new boxwoods ready to go in, and these are the hollies that have seen much better days. So it's not their final resting place. They're gonna go, at least a few of them, over in this area. So let's go check out the front. So just got the one boxwood, all the holes. So I need to buy a couple more bags of soil or compost, because I did take a fair amount of soil with the root balls. All right, so because I need some more time to get my tiller ready, I had some extra bark mulch. I just threw it against, kind of made a little temporary hedge or mound. So I just put the bushes down on the ground. I didn't dig anything into the soil. There was some soil left over from the root ball, but I just kind of put some extra mulch down for some extra protection. Hopefully buy me a few days till I get the rototiller fixed. Like I said, I'm gonna put at least the spirea and the lilacs over here. I want to make a nice little garden area. All right, so that is the status. Gonna go ahead and get these guys plopped in. Also bought some Miracle-Gro organic garden soil to go into the holes, because when I ripped these guys out, it took a lot of good soil with them, so I want to make sure that everything's good to go. All right, so I have all my new, here's an existing one. I have 10 new boxwoods. I just trimmed that one up. Got everything spaced out pretty much. Here's one of the boxwoods that was existing that is not trimmed yet. So I'm gonna trim it up a little bit. And a couple little guys over here. So I think it'll look nice, just a little more formal and clean and evergreen in the winter. I'm not sure. This may be a different variety of boxwood than that, but I think I could have sworn when I bought them new they looked like that. So maybe because those are so little, not sure. All right, so I'm trimming this boxwood. I'm just gonna take about 2 inches off, trim it up. I just also, these shears, I used rubbing alcohol to make sure that they were clean and didn't get any diseases from other plants. They're also sharp. I've sharpened them. So I'm just gonna try to make this a sphere, like a globe. That's kind of my, and a tip as well. Kind of step back more often than you think would be needed, just to, and also move around. So I'm gonna try to do it like a cube and then cut the sides off. So inside you can see it's darker, maybe in these ends, because this was pruned back a lot. So I think that will look like this. So I think I got the right variety. All right, so I got hey guys, so I got 2 of the boxwoods planted. Because they are more formal, you're probably gonna want to make sure you have your tape measure and measure off something like a wall of a house and the distance between them, if that matters for you. Also, after you plant them, I don't know if you can see it that well with the lighting, you're gonna do like a little bowl around it so the water can collect. And these actually like to be a little bit higher than the actual level. It will settle over time, so I'm doing about 1 inch high of level. And these little guys should be good, so I'm just gonna keep doing it. I got 8 more to go. All right, so making progress. I have These two I already showed you. Those are doing good. I got 1, 2, probably the most tricky one, the corner one. I put a rake here and a hoe here and made sure that the distance against the house this way and from the house this way was still accurate, because that's probably the most important shrub, because I want to have straight lines and equal spacing all the way down. So far I'm really liking the look. Should be good. All right, so I'm just trying to wrap things up before it gets dark. I about have another hour. Just wanted to calculate again because it is a formal hedge. Wanted to make sure that I have the spacing perfectly lined up. So right here I have 7 shrubs on this row. I have 23 feet from this left shrub to that corner shrub, meaning so I have 7 total shrubs but 6 spaces in between. So 23 divided by 6, that gives me the number of feet. I'm multiplying that by 12 to get my inches. So I'm going to be spacing these 46 inches apart. All right, I got all the boxwoods in. Have them 33 inches from the house and 46 inches apart on this side of the house. The other side, the dimensions apart are a little bit different, but I think they look really good. Again, that's the established one that's 2 years older. I trimmed it a little bit today. Gonna give him, it's actually raining right now, but I'm gonna throw some water on him. And those are the first 2 I did earlier today, so they definitely need some water. All right, let me know what you think. If you have any questions on planting boxwoods, not too bad. And apparently they're pretty hardy. The one that I did have to dig up a little bit just to move it, the larger one, the root ball on that was huge, so they really take off. And again, I have them a little bit raised above the ground level. That was recommended to me. All right, so here are the boxwoods next day. You'll see that some of them, they did settle, so I do have to put some more soil, make sure all those roots are covered. But yeah, you can see how small this guy is with my hand for reference versus this other 2-year-old one. So I'm gonna put some more soil on there, mound it up a little bit. I think for half a day's work. It's not too bad. And they're lined up, which I'm happy with. Measured off, like I said, from the house, 33 inches. And then these ones are 46 inches apart. The side spacing is a little bit different, but they're still equidistant from each other. And then these are about split the difference as well. All right, so as you can see, I have little moats around each bush, just of soil as of right now. I'm gonna get mulch later. And without any attachment on the hose, I'm just letting it go in the little moat, doing it once, letting it fill up, then going down to the very first plant again and starting over and letting it really soak in. And doing this will also help make sure that your little moat is level enough.